iOS 26.4 is here, and I'm using this update from last 3 days. This is a 3-day review video. In this video, I want to talk about the battery life, I'm going to talk about the performance, and also I'm going to talk about how you can improve the battery life, which means I'm going to share some tips and tricks. So without any further delay, let's get jump into this video and let's see how the iOS 26.4 is going on. So I will get into the settings first, and after that I will get into the battery. Let the battery stats load. I'm already at 78%, which is not a good thing. So right after this video, I'm gonna charge my device. I will get into the battery stats over here. So we'll start with the first day. Now, this was the first day when I was using iOS 26.4. Now, for the very first day, I used around 95% of my device, which is insane. And that is actually too much. And for the 95%, I got 10 hour and 11 minutes screen of time, which is again crazy. Love it. Now, during this time, I was active on apps like Instagram, YouTube, WhatsApp, and some other applications, as you can see. But this is something crazy. This is really good. Now, iOS always take couple of days to get stable, and for the very first day, this is really good. This is crazy, and I'm loving it. But let's see how it is going on for the next 2 days. So let's get to the next day. Now, over here, I use 98% of my device. That is slightly higher than the previous day. And for the 98%, I got 7 hour and 35 minutes screen on time. Now it is also almost two and a half hour lower than the previous one, which is not that good, but still this is a good screen on time. Now let's see why it is lower over here. Now the app that I use the most is TikTok, then Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, and some other applications. On the first day, I wasn't using TikTok at all, and I got a really good battery life. But on the second day, I used TikTok a lot, and it consumed most of the battery life. So TikTok over here is actually killing my battery life. It is lower than the previous day, still good one, but again, TikTok consume more battery life than the other applications, as you can see. Now let's move to this day, today. Today I use around 86% of my device, and for the 86%, I got around 6 hour and 27 minutes screen on time. Okay, that is okay. It is just like the previous day, nothing crazy, but it is not as good as the first day. First day was really good. Now, for the 86%, I got 6 hour 27 minutes kilo time. The apps I use are Instagram, then YouTube, TikTok, and some other applications. As you can see, mainly my apps are similar. Most of the time, are they are Instagram, TikTok, and something like that. Now, if I conclude the battery life of these 3 days, the first day was really good. It gave me such a good battery life. Second day was just okay, and third day is also just okay. Still able to achieve a good battery life. I would not say this is a bad battery life. I would say this is still a good battery life. But again, it is not as crazy as the first day was. Other 2 days are a decent one. So for me, overall battery life is good. It is decent, and I'm happy with it. No worries at all. This is how things are going on with the battery life. Now let's move to the another thing that is also very important, and that is definitely the performance. In usage, like in daily usage, I haven't faced any sort of issue. No lag, nothing. I haven't felt anything from last 3 days, which is crazy in itself, which means iOS 26.4 is such a stable update, and it also means that iOS 26 is going towards a stability, which is a really good sign. Keyboard is cool, everything is good, things are working nice. And if I talk about the Geekbench over here, like get into the Geekbench, CPU benchmark, CPU history, the latest scores I got are this one: 3454 on a single core and 8664 on a multi-core. Now both scores are higher than the average one. In fact, single core score is much better. Yesterday, I guess, or maybe 2 days ago, I got these scores. Multi-core score were better in the previous test, but in today's test, multi-core score is slightly lower and single core is higher. But overall scores are good. I like the scores, and in usage performance is also really, really good. Same goes for the GPU benchmark. Actually, I'm happy to see the GPU benchmark today. I got 28,405 GPU benchmark, which is crazy. Obviously, it is way higher than the average one. It is also higher than the previous test, which is again a good sign, which means this update is a good update. Which it also means that you can expect better gaming on this update as GPU scores are quite decent. So overall performance is really good. So far battery life is good, so far performance is also good. Now, if you're having any sort of battery life issues, you can do slight tweaks here and there. And let's talk about some tips and tricks that you can apply and you can improve the battery life of your device. And if you ask me, I will do a proper full-fledged video, a separate video about this one. If you want that video, let me know in the comment section below. So let's get into that. I will get into the settings over here. Once I am into the settings, now there is a new setting with the 26.4. Get into accessibility, get into display size, and you will see the new option of reduce bright effects. By default, this option is off. I prefer to keep this off. This was on because I was making a short video. I prefer to keep this off. But if you feel there is too much liquid glass, and because liquid glass elements are quite heavy, that can consume more battery life, you can turn it on and it will lower down slight liquid glass effects, bright effects, and maybe we will be able to improve slightly battery life using this feature. So you can turn this on if you want to. Now, once you do that, go back from here. And once you are into over here, get back to the journal. Into the journal, you will see an option of background app refresh. Now, this is a really important setting. Basically, what it does, it allows you to turn background app refresh on or off for different sort of apps. Now, hear me out. If there is any app that is really a critical app, it is really important for app to stay active in the background. For example, messaging app, for example, WhatsApp or anything like that, you can turn that off. But if there's any app, that doesn't matter if it is on or off, active or inactive in the background, inactive, you can turn it off. For example, news application. For example, this is a news app that I use regularly. I want it to refreshing in the background all the time, so it is off. There's wallpaper app that is off, so it is completely your choice. But you can customize from here. You can limit down apps, and this will help you a lot to improve the battery life of your device. Now go back from here. Go back from here. Get all the way down into the privacy and security. Now into the privacy and security, there is a lot of stuff going on. First of all, and the most important thing, get into the location services, go all the way down into the system services, go all the way down, and under product improvement, you will see 4 different options. By default, these options are on and they are consuming your battery life, they are ruining your battery life, so turn them off. Also, if you want to customize the system services, you can do. For example, I don't use compass calibration at all, so it is off for me. I do use Find My iPhone, so it is on for me. I don't use Home at all, so it is off for me. So it is truly based on your requirement. If you don't need anything from here, you can turn it off. That is completely your choice. Also, there is another tip for these all apps over here that ask for your, location. Now there are different options available when it comes to locations. For example, if I get into, I don't know which app should I go, that could be a best example. Maybe I'm gonna get into the Facebook over here. Now, as you can see, there's 4 different options available. Never, ask next time, or when I share, while using the app, or always. When you keep the specific app on always, it is always tracking your location in the background, and that is consuming lot of battery life. So always is not a good option at all. What is the best option is while using the app, or never. I prefer to keep most apps on never. If there is any app that I really need location, I can choose while using. Other than that, never is the best option. Now go back from here, get into the tracking. Now once you are into the tracking, over here you will see the option on top. Turn it off and you are doing a lot more for your battery life. Go all the way down into the analytics and improvement. So over here, a lot of things are going on. Now by default, these are on. And what they are actually doing, they are actually collecting data in the background and helping to improve the future products. Well, you don't need this. So turn them off and do favor on your battery. Now by following these tips, you will able to enhance the battery life of your device. So now it's the time to conclude this video. So I started with video with talking about iOS 26.4 battery life. Battery life is good. I'm enjoying so far. I also talk about the performance. Performance is also good. And in the end, I talk about some tips and tricks to improve the battery life of your device. Well, this is all from this video. If you have any query, let me know in the comment section below. And I hope to catch you guys in my next video. Until then, take care. Peace out.